So, Molly, you have a guest essay out in the New York Times this morning, your new place of work, entitled Democrats Need to Chill About the Electability of Women. You write in part, the specter of 2024 and the reign of Trump terror that has followed has Democrats on edge. Nowhere is this more apparent than in the governor's race in New Jersey. Representative Mikey Sherrill, the Democrats' great on paper centrist nominee, is ahead in the polls, but still being second-guessed. One of the biggest problems facing Mikey Sherrill's bid for governor may have nothing to do with Mikey Sherrill and everything to do with a certain pundit class miasma about the supposed unelectability of women. After all, this is a party that has run two super competent women for president on its ticket, and they both lost against Mr. Trump. One of the Democrats' 2025 big bets is on the national security mom. There's also an off-year election in Virginia where Abigail Spanberger, a former House member and CIA officer, checks similar competent centrist boxes. Both are being asked to save the party while simultaneously being questioned about their electability. That's code for how sexist is the electorate. That's sad, possibly but true, except I think of the women governors that we are seeing right now serving across the country, and I feel like it may not be true.
Well, so this anxiety is really what the piece is about. Now, I went to Montclair to the No Kings rally. I heard Mikey Sherrill. She gave this incredibly compelling speech. I quoted some of it in the piece. The crowd went wild. She's up by 5 to 7 points. I was like, this seems like, but you saw a lot of anxiety on the ground from the pundit class. And again, she and Abigail Spanberger are the same class of 2018 national security moms who really did, she flipped a district. Spanberger has this, they have these great, very centrist bona fides.
Yeah.
People really like them. They are super competent. And yet there's just a lot of anxiety. I don't think it's a criticism of them as much as it's sort of just a question of the moment we're in right now.
Yeah.
I think that, I grew up having to deal with this in black politics. Yeah. And I was youth director. When I was 17, I couldn't even vote for Shirley Chisholm and see it even in black political leadership. And I think that there is a toxic masculinity that they try and appeal to. And I think that in the case of New Jersey and Virginia, they have to go around and really work on that. Yeah. And Reverend Bartley, who heads our National Action Network in New Jersey, would tell me they needed to really work hard, because black men were some of who Donald Trump targeted against Kamala Harris. So I think you can't take anything for granted, and you can't dismiss it. There is some misogyny that is in the electorate that needs to be confronted.
It really is incredible when you have Abigail Spanberger, Mikey Sherrill, her background, all the different jobs that she has held in the military, and also like Alyssa Slotkin. Yeah. I mean, my God, these women are incredible. And to them, I would say, fight, because we need them. Yeah. We need them leading.
And Mikey is she's doing a ton of interview. When I talked to them, when I was in the car, it was this car, she had gone from interview to interview to talk to, but you still see the anxiety.
Yeah, Sherrill did have a few missteps in her campaign, but she still has, as you say, about a 5 or 6 point lead per polling. Spanberger's lead in Virginia a little bigger than that, but both still competitive races here heading into the last couple of weeks. But to Mika, to Molly's point, I mean, this is something that a lot of Democrats are grappling with right now. So they've nominated women 2 of the last 3 elections for the presidency, lost both. There are some who say, well, we can't do that again. The stakes are too high. But of course, that does fall into the same misogynistic trap.
Other countries have no problem electing women.